Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be filming something that's a little bit more helpful for you guys, hopefully. I'm just going to be making one about how I wash my makeup brushes. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and film this because I know when I was first starting out with makeup and I was buying more brushes and kind of like I was new to the whole like makeup thing, I guess. I really didn't know like how to clean my makeup brushes, and I know that I personally looked up a lot of different videos and what products to use and all that kind of stuff, so I figured I would just go ahead and tell you guys what I do and let you know what's worked for me and what hasn't worked for me. So yeah, for those of you that are new to makeup and you're kind of a beginner and all of this kind of stuff, it's really, really important that you wash your makeup brushes. Even if you're using the same eyeshadow every day, the same blush every day, and you're not mixing colors, there's so much bacteria buildup that gets in your brushes and just oils and dirt, and it's just so important to clean them about every 2 weeks, I would say, if you can. I know that's easier said than done, but just whenever you can, it's really important. Also, any type of sponge or beauty blender that you use, you want to clean every 1 to 2 uses. Just because that definitely builds up product a lot quicker and it affects the way it applies your makeup a lot quicker. And then another thing is that if you have any acne or you're struggling with clearing your like pimples or anything like that, it's especially important too, just because of all the acne bacteria that gets in your brushes, and you're using it where you have the blemishes and then you're putting the brush where you don't, and then it's going to be just spreading the bacteria everywhere. So especially if you have problems with your skin, I would recommend washing them even more frequently just to see if that helps your situation at all. I know everybody's skin is different and that might not be it for you, but it's just a tip. If that's something that's a concern of yours, I would definitely keep that in mind. So there are a few different products that you could use to wash your brushes. The one that I use, I will actually go grab for you right now. Okay, so to wash my brushes, I've tried a few different things, and probably my favorite thing that I have ever used to clean them is this Neutrogena face wash. It's just the Fresh Foaming Cleanser. And this just in general is one of my favorite products for taking off makeup when I wash my face. I just find that it does a really, really nice job. It does not leave anything behind. So yeah, definitely recommend this as a face wash. But the one time I just randomly used it to wash my beauty blender, and then I realized how good of a job it did, and from there I started using it to clean my makeup brushes. But a few other options are, one, a store-bought brush cleanser. A ton of different brands make them, like IT Cosmetics, MAC. I don't know if Ulta makes one. I bet Sephora makes their own brand version of it. Also a few more inexpensive brands like e.l.f. make one. However, I did not like theirs very much. I will put that out there just because of the packaging. It was really difficult to get the product out. However, that is beside the point. So you could go to the store and buy a brush cleanser if that's something that you were interested in. I personally find that it's too expensive though. So really inexpensive options would be either baby shampoo or dish soap. I have not tried dish soap, but I have used baby shampoo. I found that it worked really well. However, once I started using this, it's just that I don't want to use anything else. When you're cleaning your brushes, it's really important to use water that is room temperature or cold. If you use water that's too hot, it's going to melt the glue in here, let me grab a brush and show you. In like this part of the brush, I think this is the barrel of the brush. I'm not really positive on all that kind of stuff. But it's going to melt the glue in here, and that's going to cause the bristles to fall out. So obviously you don't want that. So make sure that you're using either cold or room temperature water. I don't know. I don't really think there's anything else to say. Oh, duh. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be using this Real Techniques like brush cleaning rubber thing. I saw it in the store the other day and it reminded me a lot of the Sigma like brush like glove cleaner. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. And this is going to be my first time using it. However, if you don't have a brush cleaning tool like this, that is absolutely fine. It is not necessary. I used my hand for the longest time. Up until I bought this like 2 days ago, I had always used my hand. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy something like this. I was just really curious about it, and because I do have more brushes than your average Joe, my hand always gets really, really pruny after a while, and I just hate that feeling. So I just decided to buy something like this, but don't feel like you need to. And then just one more quick thing that I want to mention before I go ahead and show you guys how I actually do this. Another thing that's really useful is a daily brush cleanser. So this is just the one that I have from e.l.f. It's a really small bottle, which I don't like. However, it's only like $3, which is great because it's really affordable. That's something that's really nice to use if you don't have time to deep clean your brushes. However, don't rely solely on that because that's not going to do as good of a job as cleaning out the bacterial and all the product. Did I just say bacterial? all of the bacteria and the product build up in the brushes. It's really important to deep clean them as well, but if you're switching between colors, or if you're doing your makeup and then your friend's makeup, something like that, where you don't have time to like deep clean them in between, it's really handy to have something like this. You just spray your brush once or twice. You don't want it to be wet because then you can't use it. Obviously if it's wet you can't use it right away. So you just use a little bit of this and you swirl it around on like a tissue or some sort of towel, and it does a really nice job of just cleaning the color off of your brush. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling. I'm going to show you guys how I clean my brushes. It's really simple, but like I said, I know that when I was starting out I had no clue what to do. So I just wanted to help all of you guys out there that are curious about how to clean your makeup brushes, and just know that there's really no right and wrong way to do this. Everybody has their preference. I've heard all sorts of tips and things that you should and shouldn't do, so it kind of takes like doing once or twice and then you get the routine of it. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also leave any video requests that you have in a comment down below, because I am so excited to be back and filming and getting the routine of things. I'm done with school in 4 weeks, and trust me, I cannot wait, because I'm going to be done with high school and I just want to focus so much more on my YouTube channel. So make sure you leave me any video requests, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started showing you guys what I do to clean my makeup brushes. Alright, so you're going to start off by just wetting whatever brush you're going to be cleaning first. Again, make sure that the water is not too hot so it doesn't melt the glue. And for the first brush I washed, I just did it in my hand so I could show you guys what to do in case you don't have any sort of cleaning tool like the one that I got from Real Techniques. So basically all that you do is put the soap in your hand, whatever type of cleanser you're going to be using, and start swirling the brush around in that. It's really simple. At first the suds are going to be whatever color the product is that you're washing out of the brush, but the more you clean it, the suds will start to turn white, and that'll just be an indicator to you that your brush is getting clean. So just go ahead and keep doing that until all of these suds are white, and squeeze out the brush. You'll see me do that a few times. That's just going to make sure that there's nothing stuck in the bottom of the bristles, and whenever your brush dries, you know there's not soap stuck in it. So just go ahead and rinse it out under water until all the water runs clear, and then squeeze out all the excess water and reshape your brush. Squeezing out the excess water is just going to make it dry so much faster, and also you want to reshape it. That way, whenever it's dry, obviously you don't have bristles sticking out all over the place. So for the rest of the brushes I washed, I did go ahead and use the little cleaning mat that I bought from Real Techniques. And like I said, this was my first time using it, so it was a bit of a learning experience. So I was kind of learning as I went along. But basically, it's the same idea of what you do with your hand, although instead of your hand, it's the little cleaning mat. So I started off by just wetting it, and then I put the soap directly on top of it and started swirling my brush around in that. And then again, you want to squeeze out your brush as you go to make sure that there's no soap stuck in it. And then also reshaping your brush. You want to do that with all of them. That way they don't lose their form when they're drying, because whenever the bristles are wet, they will dry whatever way they are. So you don't want them to lose their shape. And also don't be afraid to squeeze the water out of your brushes. I know it looks like I'm being kind of harsh with them, but I promise I am not. And as long as you're not pulling the bristles and you're just squeezing them to get the water out, none of them should fall out. You should be totally fine with that. So don't worry. Just be careful whenever you do it, because obviously you don't want to ruin your brushes. So yeah, that is that. And then also, as you could see, the little cleaning mat had different sized bumps on it, which is really convenient. So I can use the smaller ones when I wash my smaller brushes and the bigger one when I wash my bigger brushes. So it's just really convenient because you can use it for any type of brush that you have. So yeah, that is all that there really is to it. It's so simple. Once you do it a few times, you'll totally get the hang of it and you'll be a pro at it, I swear. And one more quick thing that I wanted to mention is that you want to make sure the area that you're working in is clean. So I did wipe down all of the counters with some bathroom cleaner before I started washing my brush, because you don't want your clean brushes to get any gross bathroom germs or anything like that on them. So just keep that in mind whenever you are going to be washing them. And then as far as it goes with drying time, you'll see my setup in one sec, but basically all I do is lay all of my small brushes flat just because they don't take a long time to dry. But my bigger brushes, I like to lean against the wall. That way the water can run out of the brushes and there's more air to circulate around them, because they definitely take a very long time to dry if they're laying flat. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you are new, and give this video a thumbs up, and I will just go ahead and talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!